This is FYI on Your TV, brought to you by Hometown News. I'm Kathy Botham. I've got Erin Rose with me. You're the public coordinator for Crime Stoppers, Lanark County.
That is correct.
That's right. That's right. You've been with them for about 3 years now, you say?
Yes, it's been about 3 years that I've been with Lanark County Crime Stoppers.
Okay, and you're a volunteer?
Yes, I am.
Okay, now what got you interested in wanting to help out at Crime Stoppers?
I knew a few of the board members, so when they were looking for somebody to do public coordination, I figured I would jump into that. It's something that I enjoy doing. I'm on quite a few different boards within Lanark or within Carleton Place as well. So I am part of Carleton Place and District Civitan and the Downtown Carleton Place BIA. So.
Wow, and you work full time?
Yes, I do.
And you have 2 children?
Yes, I do.
Wow, wow, you've got a full schedule, that's for sure, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, now I got to hold
And they're homeschooling, so
and they're homeschooling
no promises that they won't make a guest appearance on the show.
We love visitors here at FYI, so that's fine. That's fine. Now with Crime Stoppers, January is Crime Stoppers Awareness Month.
Yes, it is.
That's right. That's right. And you've got a great relationship. We were talking earlier with Lake 88.
Yes, we do.
Yes, and then you put on a weekly crime report. Is that what it is? A crime of the week?
Yeah. So one of the things with Crime Stoppers Month is it's to bring out the awareness of our program, but also to thank all of our sponsors and the people that help us to coordinate everything, because we work with the OPP and we work with the media to get our information out there because we're nonprofit. So Lake 88 has always been absolutely fantastic with getting our crime of the week out. We do have a new one that comes out every week. So we send it to them, it gets put in for all the local media, and then Lake 88 broadcasts it on the radio for us, which has always been really great. It's got a really good outreach in the area.
Absolutely, it does. So can you tell the folks listening what Crime Stoppers is all about?
Yeah, so like I had mentioned, we are a nonprofit organization. We work hand in hand with the media and the OPP within our area. So our particular area would be Lanark County. So we do work with Perth, Carleton Place, and Almont. So what we do is we try to educate people on using our tip line and what we do. So for example, if there's something that's urgent happening right now, that's something where you of course want to call 911. But if there's something that you're not sure about, or you want to call in a tip on something, then that's where you would use the tip line. It is anonymous. We don't know, we don't ask for names. Nothing is ever publicized. They don't look for your name or any information about yourself. So they do ask right away that you don't give it. You can't give tips on social media, so it's not something that you can submit on Facebook, because of course you're not anonymous when you do that. Same thing with Twitter. There's no tips through those. It's just the call center line and through the website. So, and what happens with tips is they all get sorted out. If there's something that's been called in that does lead to an arrest, the person who calls in for the tip will be given a number. That number coincides with your tip that you've submitted, and you can go back in and check and see if your tip qualifies for money, and from there they would coordinate with you on how to get that money.
Okay. Because sometimes people see things that they know isn't right. It might be against the law. They just know it's not right, but they don't want to get involved, but they need to tell somebody.
Yeah,
that's what
exactly.
Crime Stoppers is about.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly what it's about. Or sometimes people, the majority of the time, will call in with tips, and they don't want that number to go back and look at the file. They're not interested in the money. They just want to make sure that the person that's doing something that's wrong gets caught, or that someone goes and speaks to them. So.
That's right, because it can weigh heavy on you if you know something and you're not doing anything about it, but you're a little apprehensive and you don't want to be involved. This is a way to get involved and stay anonymous.
Yep, exactly.
Now, when they call the phone number, which is 1-800-22-TIPS, there's somebody actually answers the phone too.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. So they'll actually be talking to somebody 24 hours a day.
Yep, that is correct. It is answered.
That's right. That's right. And you could be eligible for a cash reward, but you say some people aren't interested in that part of it. However, like if people get a cash reward, you must have to raise money somehow. I know there's been events going on, but with with COVID and everything, you haven't been able to have your events.
No, we haven't been able to have as many events and things as we would have liked to. We do have quite a few wonderful sponsors that help us out with things, so that's been very very helpful, a great deal of success. We do have different Nevada tickets that we do at a bunch of different ESO locations that have been with us for many many years, which are really great. Um, and then a lot of our information and getting the knowledge out there for people to see it and to use it and to know that we're active in the community has been mostly our media partners and our online presence.
Okay, okay. Now, I can't remember. Did you receive an award for something recently?
We did
Yes.
actually. So Lanark County Crime Stoppers, for their work for 2020, won the Marla Moon Award in 2021. So it comes from the Ontario Association of Crime Stoppers, and we're for a location that has under 100,000 within our within our location, and it is for excellence and for programming and for media. So some of the things that our particular Crime Stoppers group did, we had we had a really big outreach with stranger danger courses that we ran out of Port Elmsley Karate. So we did stranger danger classes that we covered the cost for. We did teen self-defense, ladies self-defense, just the kind of things that can kind of help, to bring a community together, get some more education towards things, give teens and kids and everyone just a little bit more information and things just to you know, be wary about. They also go into like a little bit of like cybersecurity, right? You've got kids on computers all the time now, and they're playing games, and you get pop-ups of messages. I know my daughter will often message me like, "Hey, mom, I've got this weird pop-up thing. I have a package." Well, just that little bit of information, right? A lot of people think, crime's okay. There's things that I can really understand, like a theft or something like that. But then there are a lot of like cyber crimes and things like that. We also printed the Little Black Book of Scams, and we had sent these out to the majority of the retirement residences within the community. And then with COVID, we had also partnered with all of the local libraries. So through Almont and Carleton Place in Perth, and they were sending out packages to um, like adults and the elderly and things like that, just to get the information from this out. So if you haven't seen this book, there is a copy online as well. And I think on our Facebook there is a link. So this is the Little Black Book of Scams. It's published by the Competition Bureau, and it gives a lot of really good knowledge on different scams and how people are, trying to call you and even go to your door, mobile phone scams and things like that. So we circulated this just to get as much information out as possible so that there'd be less victims with things like this. I know they're trying to get people to buy gift cards and things like that. So there's also an education component towards educating some of the banks in the areas. If you see someone come in who's trying to send money to somebody, or even grocery stores, like they can question why are you buying so many different Home Depot gift cards or things like that,
Right.
right? And that's been really great within our community because we have stopped a lot of these scams through some of the education components that we've put forward. And then we partner with the local OPP, and they've done different presentations as well at the retirement residences and youth groups and things like that, just to make sure that that educational component gets out there. Um, so between that, the self-defense, the all the online things. With COVID, of course, we've kind of had to slow down on the amount of presentations and things that we do. We were hoping that we could get back online with some of the, stranger danger or self-defense or something, even an online component, just to kind of bring that awareness to the community, right?
Right.
That's what we're really trying to do, is say, if you think that maybe you should call and submit a tip, it's anonymous, you can do that, but also just ways of trying to prevent the crime from happening as well. That's pretty important to us.
That's right. I really like that book, and before we end, I'll just get you to say where people can get that again too. But the scam thing, that is so hard, because they go for vulnerable people, they go for the elderly. So you try and teach them, but you don't just stop there. You're talking to people who are in stores that are seeing somebody buy, hundreds of dollars worth of gift cards. You're talking to the banks. It doesn't just stop at the people that could be affected by it. You're helping them there too, because if you're an elderly person and you think your grandchild is in trouble, you're going to do anything.
Yeah,
You can.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they really do seem to be targeting the elderly,
They
and
do.
they're targeting kids online and things like that. So it is about just getting that information out there.
Yeah.
The link for the Little Black Book of Scams, we had put a copy of it on our Facebook page. I'm not sure if it's pinned to the top, but I can make sure that it is.
Okay.
And if anybody did want to contact us and see if we have extras of the copies for distribution, they can do that as well.
Excellent, excellent. Now, Crime Stoppers has got such a great connection and relationship with our OPP, our town police, our OPP, I'm sure the RCMP, because when you see like a missing person, or they're looking for somebody, they put out their media release, and they always have in it, or call Crime Stoppers.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. People might be intimidated to call the police with things, right? Or they're not sure. Our line is always anonymous.
That's right, that's right. So, I mean, the police are depending on, if they know some information and they don't want to call them, they can call Crime Stoppers.
That's right.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. You guys do so much. You do so much. It's not just the tip line. You do so much. So thank you very much for doing that too. So you've been there with them for 3 years now?
Yeah, it's been about 3 years.
Excellent, excellent. And you are the public coordinator?
Yes.
That's right, that's right. Well, I thank you very much for joining us. I thank you for talking to us today about Crime Stopper, and January being Awareness Month, to raise awareness for Crime Stoppers, because it's such a good program, a wonderful program, so supportive of people in our community. So thank you very much for joining us and making this work today. I know you're a busy lady.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate this. I also appreciate that my kids didn't come in the middle of it, so it's good for everyone so far.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Thank you very much for joining us. Erin Rose from Crime Stoppers, Lanark County.